Here we go. Here we go. Get everything set to the correct bits and pieces. And we are up and running. All we need now is a drink. I hope everyone's all happy and chilling today. I'm gonna have some Dr. Peppers. So, what are we doing today? We are going to stand and look at the moon. No, actually we're not looking at the moon. We're on the back end of a ship. And today, on this Not Friday, we are going to be very much on the back end of a ship. We're going to be looking at some building stuff. Because I've had something that's been getting done, I haven't finished it, and it's one of 3 different ships. So it's time to bloody well get the ships done, isn't it? Not quite sure why I was getting that piece of music playing. Let's sort out all... No. We will quickly get our health and everything sorted out. So I'm not having to think about that from the very start. Fix the health. There we go. How's my ship doing? My ship's looking good. Right. So here we are. Oh, it's a low grav world, I should point that out, so hopefully it won't do any bouncing off. This moon, which you can see the curve as I pan across. I mean, yeah, we're high up, but this is a moon, so it's a bit smaller. It's a bit smaller because the planet is there and it kind of fills the screen. There you go. But there are lots of bases around here because I am in... You can see part of what we're working on there. I will move to the front of the ship. Actually, I'll stand on this bit because this will do well. Right, now let's see if we can find... it's Madfish's base. That one's not showing up. That one's not showing. That's just typical. When... Oh, come on. Ah, there you go. That should give you an idea to the system we're in. Oh, the others aren't showing their names. Like Banana Grand Zero. I was hoping all the names were going to show, but you know what it's like. You try to do stuff and free cake. Oh, free cake's always a nice one. But if we look at the... Actually, that planet is not showing up. If I go there... there you go. I'm on Rock, so that should give you a clue to where we are. This is Scottish Rod's build system. He put down what I think that one there is the one that's his, which he built several streams. I think he was doing stuff, which was really cool. I just need to check. Right, it's not on there, is he? Right. I will have to put a link in the description afterwards. And yeah. So, this is where we are. We're in this system. And this is one of the ships we're building. We haven't got the front of the nacelles done yet. But, hello there, Teflon, how are you doing? It's going fairly well here, so far, as long as I don't fall off, because, actually I just thought what I should do, to give people a better idea, is to do it, before we actually do anything, because we've got bits to round off, bits to make look pretty. I mean, making this centerpiece, it's not the centerpiece, it's the front of the ship, geez. Everybody knows I'm mad, so it's okay. But yeah, we are a long way up. Hello there, Fooch, how you doing? So there we go. This gives you an idea to what the building project is. Those 2 glowy bits that are left, that's left over from the previous build, because this is where I had a space station. Scottish Rod even dropped by on his way down, because he was doing a tour of quite a lot. Sharing in Discord, not a problem. Ooh, except I need a voice. For some reason. I obviously just need some more drink. Hang on. That's better. So yeah, Rod was doing a tour. He saw the base, had a few blow-up pieces. It was an interesting thing. And then I thought, I've got to do something more interesting here. Started on something, scrapped it. Started a different build, scrapped that. Then I started this one. Hello there, Star. How are you doing? Hope you had a good day. And yet this went. It's like a mini enterprise. I wouldn't say it's a proper enterprise. I would say it's a mini version, but it's going to be a fully functional base. So we're going to have like a garden sections and the likes. I've got lighting underneath. Those bits of light there are just so I can see what I'm doing, because this moon gets dark, as in it gets really dark. We are also skinning the ship, so you can. This is not. Hang on a minute. Hang on a second. We're in camera mode. Let's do that. There we go. So we've got. They've changed this. They've changed the textures. Oh, don't tell me they've messed up all the bloody textures. Anyway, a medical enterprise. Yeah, it's like a modified thing. So what we're doing, and I'm going to have to do some serious work because that doesn't line up anymore. Having the alloy walls, but then skinning it with the outer pieces, like these. So we will have. I mean, the neck piece here is a good example. So we will end up literally with the thing over there, and when you're inside, I'm going to have to investigate what they've done with the thing, because when they brought out those new build parts, they changed the way that. I mean, look how that's fine for the outside. Got to have a bowling alley. I mean, you look at this now, and they've ruined. This is meant to be clean on the inside, because obviously it's the inside of the ship, not the outside of the ship. It looks like they've even damaged that. Right, hang on a minute. So, if we... Because these are the new parts there, but if we go to the metal, and I pick up a wall, and I stick a wall there, let's have a look. We've got polished and rusted. I want polished, and just to make sure we can see what's going on. Right, so it's got a few squiggle lines on it, but that is definitely better than the rusted. But why have all the default parts gone rusted? This doesn't even look as clean as it used to. That still looks dirty to me, even though it's most definitely cleaner than that piece over there. Right, so I'm going to have to rebuild, because we all know that if you just try to colour something, it doesn't show up for people who turn up. Which is yes. Rather than calm, I'm going to stand there going, Sean! Because he's fucked the build. Like, put some of the clear coat on it. Yeah, you're right. Hang on a second, let's go back in there a second. Grab that. Stick that on there. I want the doorway. Which doorway? Oh, my fingers ain't not working. Right, it's that doorway. Take that one. Double check we've got polished alloy active. Delete that. Put that back in its place. There we go. That's much better. But it does mean I've got to redo all of these, thanks to them dicking around. Even the floors look... Am I going to have to redo all of the floors as well? Hang on a second. This alloy floor, polished. Yeah, there you go. So all of my floors now need to be redone. What's that? No, these ones, the ones that I actually used, like the one I'm standing on here, all of these here, these are the standard alloy parts. This one here. So you get like the modern wood, the stone, and the alloy. Obviously you've got like the legacy parts there. These are the new parts, which are to do with the I've forgotten the autophage. That's the word I'm looking for. But they don't have some of the things showing properly, because that there should be more to that. No problem there, folks. So these are just the normal alloy parts, and for some reason they've messed them up. I don't know why, but they've messed them up. So, I mean, admittedly, a lot of the ones I've got down on this section here will be getting lifted, because the floor has to be redone to get itself thing. It's trauma that you need to... with or without an S? Does it have an S? No, it has an S, doesn't it? Oh, no, there you go. Yeah, so it's just trauma. For some reason it's not plural. I don't know why it's not plural, but there you go. I might have to remember to put plural. I also need to do a thing that throws up help commands and stuff at some point on that. So yeah, this has kind of made a mess of what I was planning to do. That's okay, that's okay. These thankfully are okay. Got the curve in there. This isn't going to stay here, it's going to be lowered and dropped and all tidied. Thankfully the legacy parts have not been messed around with. But it means all these doorways I've got in here, I mean, I got a lot of the structure, and for whatever reason, they messed them all up. You know, I mean, it's fine if you're doing a derelict shit, but I'm not. You know. So let's see. I need a single... Where's the single door? There's a single door. I just need the single door. That one. And I want polished. Let's move up a bit. Put that there. Take out that one. Shit, which rotate is that one? There we go. And then I need to do this one, because this is a half one. No, I did that one wrong. It's that one. And back again, rotate. Right, there we go. So we've got those bits done. Now I need the full-size doors again. Double make sure that's there. I mean, anyone who likes the aesthetic of the dirty, rusted one, that's fine if it's what you need. So, I mean, it's like round the cargo bay, I could use that, because the cargo bay is going to be, you know, well, it was started a long time ago. There's a lot of things that are being moved. Several sections have been deleted. the idea is you've got some rooms off the side. You're going to have your work areas where you can access all of your various bits and pieces, and yeah, kind of need to flip the door. There we go. So like I say, there'll be all of the but every resource that you need is going to be here. It's just a case of laying it out. I mean, at the back, I'll go to the back of the ship again. Oop, I just got myself stuck. I mean, the power core, this is the key here. As you can see, I've got a lot of power because underneath me is where the is it an S class or an A class? There's a power thing below me. Let's do a quick find out. Oh, it's saying it's here. But it's a C class. I thought it... Oh, so that's changed as well. Oh well. And I'm only slightly out. It's not moved too far from where it used to be. But I'll show the back of the ship as well, because I mean that... Obviously we've got like the roundabout, you get two ships. If you've got any of the fat ships, you're going to have a problem. But ship, you can land quite comfortably here, which is good. In fact, just to, I mean, think about what I was saying. I'll leave these ones dirty, because obviously this is the exposed part, and I'll leave these ones dirty and just reskin the inside. But if I take off, which as you can see is perfectly fine. Oh, geez, I pulled away a long way from the ship, but you can see we are very high up. I need to balance my... How on earth did I manage to mess that up as much? That is hilarious. There we go, landing sequence. I mean, the rusted approach does look good for the side of the door that's actually, you know, other than the fact that my ship does see... Oh, I've also just realised that my... yeah, that's a problem. Back end of my ship goes through the thing now. Is this ship longer? Yeah, I'm not going to get through there, am I? Oh, this isn't good. That means I'm going to have to... Oh, design things. You get stuff... I've got a little bit of room. I could go into the half wall back. Yeah, for anyone who's wondering, that's the underside of the ship at the minute, where I'm going to hide a lot of wiring. Yeah, so that wall there needs to come back, and that piece of wall will probably get removed. So yeah, it's, you know, I think it's Heist is the one with what? Hang on. Is that the one we need? Did I spell that correct? Did I spell that correct? Oh, there you go. I did. There was just a little delayed, that's all. But yes, so I'm going to have to move this wall, half a wall, backwards, just so we can get in and out, due to the fact that... oh, what ship? What was I flying when I did this one? When I started it, I obviously had a slightly different ship design. Right, so we're going to need to get myself out of the way, because I'm very good at doing that. Right, we just need a simple half wall. Make sure that's in the right place. Yes. Then we can copy that wall and put you there. That kind of puts us in a slightly better stead. Can we actually half it? No, we need to do the God, it's amazing, isn't it, that you can be out of the game for just a little bit, and then yeah, the ship's in the way, so we'll have to leave that for now. There we go. Then so that goes across. That's going to give us a decent amount of room. I think we can actually get round. And then if I get the ship to land on the other side, there we go. You see, this is the way to do it. Let's make sure that's just there. Then we go there and put you there. I think I need to do that with the door. Right, yeah, so that gives us a little more room. I'm gonna have to take out those pieces there though, aren't I? Because that's just going to be a little bit too much. Because we're not going to be able to walk around, are we? Well, we can, but that is not the best way to do it. But we can get down the side of the ship, we can get through the door. Oh, that also means... Hello, Wolfie. How are you doing? And by the way, I thought those crayons were quite amusing. I don't believe Crayola will be releasing their version of them, but yeah. Right, I need to move this back wall back as well. See, that's now saying, no, you can't put that there because it's ship. Right, there we go, and rotate. There we go. Right, so that's pushed the back end of that far enough back. Just going to have to work out how to tidy up that bit, because like I say, I'm not going to be able to have that there because of the... You laughed at the first one. Yeah. Yeah, I gathered from what it did look like a real thing, so definitely looking at yeah, like I say, I know someone who would much appreciate a pack of those. Good morning, Mia. How are you diddly doodling today? Or are you keeping your diddly doodles to yourself? That is a question. Or maybe it shouldn't be a question for this time in the morning. So, yeah, so we've cleared a bit of space. But yes, they've definitely mucked about with the textures on the alloy. I mean, it's all very well saying, oh, well, you know, we gave you more options. You gave us one more option and you default English. Default set everything to the wrong bloody one. So, yeah, that's not good. Do I have a landing pad somewhere? I'm sure I used to have a landing pad off the side here somewhere. Just so I could, like, make sure my ship wasn't in the way. Right, so we've got the two bits on the back, they're just not lit. Not doodling new diddles. Right, fair enough. We need that free placement. Oh, not enough building parts. I don't have microprocessors. How dare I not have microprocessors? I most definitely do not have microprocessors. Microprocessors. There we go. I now have enough microprocessors. Good. I need to get myself lined up. There we go, that'll do. And that's close enough that I can just there we go. Now I can build this piece here without having to worry too much. For a colouring string, yes, I agree. Have you sent me a copy of the picture? That is the question. Because I do believe, yeah. Turn, swivel. Why won't you swivel, you devil? Right, put you, maybe that'll help. If I put you there, and then try to get you resting on there. There we go. Ah, the lovely glitchiness of glitchness. Right, now we've got to sort out this middle piece, because that's damn annoying, because I was going to have that nice curved section. I'll have to move it, that's all. Not a problem, we will just move. How are we going to do that? I do think it would make for a very interesting stream, to say the least. Right, so that one fits in there quite nicely, so I could just delete, copy, like so, and then I just need something there, which I am going to go for the, let's have a look. If I go in here, I want the white and the rusted, and we just want one of them. We're just going to place it down. There you go. I think that works quite nicely. That'll do nice. That'll do nice. Covers that bit that sticks out there without having to mess around with the rest of the design. Cool. Ooh. Excuse me. So we now have our doorways, but these floors are all manky, so these ones need to be redone. I'm also going to have to do something about skinning the inside of that, changing all of those, which is gonna be fun, because I can leave the changed surface there, leave the dirty ones on the outside, just need to clean the inside. Probably gonna have to do that piece there as well and connect it along. Because obviously I have to reskin the whole outside since I've made it all dirty. And we have to curve this piece here, because we haven't curved it yet. We were just getting the basic shape, so we can probably leave that pointed, but this has to be curved, and so does the other side. Right, I was about to do something and thinking, you're not in build camera, so that's not going to work. Right. Let's have a look. We can just go into here, what's going to be the best way to curve that? It's going to be half walls, isn't it? It's definitely going to be half wall. Right, so we've got a corridor split. Ooh, that did not work. There we go. So we've got our 3-piece there. Right. That doesn't even line up properly there. That's annoying. Right. Curve. It'll be that spot there, out to there. Curve it round, will that work? Or will it have to be a fraction gnat's testicle over? Right. We can leave that in place for a minute. Right. Let's build in wood. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. And why not? You know, we can buy you some. If you want some, we can buy you some crayons. Right, and we put you there, put you there. Oh, that did not quite work the way I was wanting it to work, but yeah. Okay, let's try that one again, shall we? That did not go so far. Are you sure there, Mia? Are you really sure that you don't need a set of those crayons? You know, because you know. There we go. Now we've got it in the place. Then we can copy you, delete you, put you down, and get you into place. Yeah, that's what I mean. Mia is a spoilsport. It's disgraceful. Right, I now need to delete, and I need a short wall. And I shouldn't have deleted one of those pieces of floor because I'm getting ahead of myself. What the hell? Are you registering a... That's a bit weird. Not quite sure why that was doing that. That is weird. Right. So if we put you there. Right. There we go. We've got that there, so we just need to work out about getting that position nicely sorted. Yeah. I'm going to build you out to there. I like backup just in case something goes really badly wrong. Which it quite often does. Right. Now, we need to draw the wire from... Oh, I didn't put one in that one. This is the one I should have dropped the thing in. Because that did not go the way it was meant to. There we go. And then... see, we want that one onto that one. So... line up properly, come on. I'm getting double connection issue there. And I don't know why I'm getting a double connection issue there. That is weird. For some reason, I'm getting a double connection point. Right. See if I can get that. That does not show in the right place. You can see where the end of the wire is, which ends in the center of the thing, but that is not stopping where it's meant to be. That does not look, that's not working the way it should. Why am I getting, that's showing part way there, it should be further over there. That is the one that was technically on there, and that's not showing in line where it's meant to be. And there. That snap point marker is meant to be on the bend. And oh. Why are they so far? That's not even hooked to the right piece, and that's over there instead of there. Okay, that's gonna cause a problem. If it snaps to the wire, it's fine, but if it doesn't snap to the wire, we have a problem. Yes. Not sure how we're going to whittle this one if I'm not going to be able to get the correct lineup. That's the problem. Because even that one's in the wrong place. We've got problems with our wiring. Why on earth are these snap points not in the right place? Right, we're coming back to that in a second. The other thing is, we've got wiring to do inside here. The great thing about the nacelles is it hides all of the wiring that we have to run. Because we've got lights to stick on the front, and we've got to power up the back sections. That's bugging me. And we still need to sort out all those. There's a lot of jobs. I hadn't realised that the textures had been messed up. Well, as my brain's thinking on the other thing, we will go over to the polished alloy. There. At least replacing them is relatively straightforward on that sense, which is good. The corridor. Well, I might change the room layout and put the corridors on the outside, since they're going to run all the way down to the back of the ship. Right. Now just fill that gap in as well. Oh, it's funny enough trying to get the angles for the top and the bottom with the wiring. Oops. and so dark on the underside. That's why I've got this here. So is that actually that is lying flat. So you can see that that's all sitting pretty. There'll be wiring under there as well. Haven't worked out. If people have an idea for the front design, feel free to make suggestions. Because I was thinking of making it just a single deck. Possibly putting a garden section underneath. So, if I drop down a bit, this here, although it wouldn't be seen, would have like an upside down garden point. So you get resources there. And then I know I've got a dish down the back, but I was thinking of hiding it in a dome, making the dome smaller, making the dish smaller, and shrinking that down in the top. And then of course we'd have all of the storage boxes available. I'm also tempted to put a vehicle bay in somewhere so you can literally drive out the side of the ship and plummet to the bottom. I'd also considered doing escape pods as well for giggles, because I thought that would be funny. But yes, I need to redo this as well, so that's going to come off. So that's the side of the ship. We can put... Ugh. You are not sitting properly. Why are you not sitting properly? There you sit properly. There you do not sit properly. Oh, there we go. So we can get the outside of the ship to look right. And then skin the inside. That piece will look fine there. I'm going to remove those as well because they're going to interfere with the corridor. Give me your corridor pieces. That needs to come out because of that. Right, so we've got the corridor. We need a half wall of the right type. Make sure it's classed as polished. There we go. That's good. And yours. And then we need to light the corridor as well. So I will... Because corridors are always a bit of a laugh, aren't they? You know. Right, go back to wood. Everybody likes a piece of wood. Then we need a wooden floor. Get myself off the thing there. Slide down. There it is. That still doesn't sit right. That's weird. Right. Now, if we do that there, and go across to there, and the great way about this is, if you go into... Oh, I pressed the wrong one. If we go into structures, and we've got floors there, get myself out of where I got stuck, go over to there, and there we've got the light in the corridor. We can just cap that off in a minute. So, in fact, what I'll do is if I go over to metal, click polished, and do that, then you can see we have a nicely done ceiling light. But how do we get the rest, I hear you say? Well, that's simple. That is nice and simple. I'm going to come back along the line. So here, there we go. That did not work. Your fingers did not work. Right, there we go. And then I can get rid of that. And then we come back to the floors. Come on. And then the click points all decide they're going to take a off pill. Yay! Nope, that just dropped that light panel completely in the wrong place. Oh, you got to love the fact that snap points love to not work at times. Okay, so I've got two more and they don't want to work. That's just terrific. Let's stick you there and bring you to there. Okie doke. Now, let's see if this works. Click on you. Go to there. One there. No, don't stick anything there because that's the corner I've got to do, so I'm going to have to jiggle that one. Right, here we go. Take out that. Still, it's kind of there. Copy. Come on. You can do it. There it is. Right. Now, we can then very carefully remove the wires. And now, I haven't put it in the top piece, but we now have the corridor lighting. Dun, dun, dun. This door needs reskinning because it looks fucking ugly. So I might even put a couple of windows down the side. Have to work out how I'm going to skin that one though, because the legacy parts don't have a perfect fit for it, which is a bit of a pain, but you know. I see Mia's run away for some coffee. 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 Right. These floor panels need replacing for shiny ones. Not that one, that one. Here we go. There we go. You can see the difference between, I mean, the ones on the right here, those ones looked like those ones, well, almost like those ones, prior to whatever messing around they did. So I'll have to sort out that piece of floor, probably with smaller pieces. but at least we can get the floor kind of done. There we go. And then whilst we've got this part, we can then, if I can get this sorted out, just drop. Ugh. Maybe I should move that wall so it's not there, because I don't think I actually need it. Come on, click it up. There we go. So yeah, and this is how we get our nice, very well lit ceiling. Right, so we do need to sort out the wall. The skinning wall. Right. Take that out. Try not to jump off the thing. Right. Now, let's have a look at... I'll need to recall up this, make it the right colour. Then we'll go down. Right, I've got a window piece, which I can stick there. And there. Okey-doke. Then in between, we load up the walls. If they click, and come on, click. And then on the inside, what walls will look best? Because that's the problem. Right, we've got these ones. Oops, stop trying to do that. Right, we want you to be polished, because we don't want you to look like some tarnished piece of rubbish. I'm just going to free place it for a second whilst we work out if that looks okay. Well, if it was lined up properly and clipped into place, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Right. Yeah, I think that makes a better window than the squiggle dip one. Right, now I need to sort out the positioning. Because we all like a good bit of click positioning, don't we, when everything's not going to work. Right, but that also needs to be lined up, so we need to, we'll take it out from there. Because we've still got that piece of stuff in it. Back to the wood. I tell you what, we'll take that one out so we can see exactly what we're doing. Now we need to do a quite thick part, so we can probably just get away with a simple triangle push at a guess, I think, or maybe not. Am I on the wrong side for this? I probably am on the wrong side for this. Yeah, because that wants to be there, and we're technically going to get it so it's, like, you know, doesn't quite work, but you know what I mean. It's going to be in line with that first row of bricks on the floor to push it into the thing. So we need to push it that way. This is where left and right is a hilarious issue. And we'll need to do it. Is it once or twice? can't remember. I also did that the wrong way around. Because you've got to lock it onto that piece. Right, so that's 2. No, it probably is just the 1, isn't it? Right. Give me the half wall. There we go. And then we need a long wall. Actually, we need to get rid of that. And then we need to go from there onto there. Will that actually then work for the wall we need? Right. Polished wall. Come on. Up, down, sit. Sit. Grab you. Come on, sit. Grab you and sit. Right, let's have a look and see if that's reskinned that nicely. Right, and then I just need that to go there. And that gives us our line. So we've got the outside, and we've got the inside. There we go. And if I walk up to this window, there you go. You can see the gap, so you can hide lighting in there if you want to as well. That then brings us to this corner, which also needs working on. Though still not happy with those uneven bits. Right, I might remove that central corridor and bring people this way round instead. And bring them round, so I do need to sort out that bit. And those doors need doing. But I could take those doors out actually and put the doors here. Right, so if that goes to there, is that the right way round? No, the door piece goes out to the side. So I need to delete. There we go. Door on the outside. Double check. That's fine. That's not sticking out too much or anything. Right. Now I will have to. So we've got that room, which I'll keep. Let's get rid of this. I think I just deleted something I shouldn't have done. So that means we're going to have stuff come off the corridor instead of messing around with the themes. Because that makes more sense. And we'll have a cut-through corridor near engineering, which will be fun. Let's all have some engineering fun. Yes, that's the wire connection that's going to go up to there. That's going to be above the thing, so we'll need to redo what we've just done on that side on this side. That's easy enough to do. Back to the word. And I have to say, anyone who wants to learn how to do glitch building, there are better places to learn how to do it. Oh, come on, fingers. I also put that in the wrong place. Right. Lift you up. Use you. Put you there. You got to do it from the top. Put you there. Copy you. Take out you. Put you back. That gives us our nice line. We're going to stump out a wall. Then go back over to our floor. Yeah, come on, fingers, you can do better than that. There we go. That is definitely not aligned. It's working, but that is definitely not working. So we can go back to the corners today if we've got time. To give myself the space, let's drop that down there. Zip down to the floor paneling. Come on. Yeah, there we go. And then, right. So we've got one. Now, I'm going to go 2, 3, 4. And then this one, that did not go as I was meant to do it. Send you to the, send you to the middle. Oh, are you going to actually, I might have to stick you there, haven't I? Right, take you out, put you in. Flick you to there, then you can go out. Right, there we go. Right, now we can do the lights. Oops. It's always a nice... Yeah. Come on, fingers, you can do this. Or maybe you can't do this because you want to be silly. Right. There we go. And then again we can remove the cables. Then we can pop these along the top. So, and there we have another corridor. All nicely lit up. That's the correct floor, except for this section which hasn't been finished yet. But and I'll have to make sure I get the windows lined up in the right places as well, because that's always fun when you get it wrong. Right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go. Put you there. Get you there. Now I've got to try to remember where the windows. There's a window on that one. And a window on that one. Right. So let's nip around. Do this the quick way instead of having to faff about with the recolor skin. There we go, one there. One there. Fly through that. Then we can grab window. Like so. Grab the walls. Just feel like it turns really slowly. And then we just need that window, which I've just managed to delete because I was so clever at pressing the wrong buttons. So I will replace that window that I just deleted, like an idiot. There we go. And now we have another corridor where we can see out. And if I nip into camera mode, we can go and have a look at our skinned wall. In fact, I will now delete. There is you can bring that gap between the wall and that down to half of what it is. A little trickier to do, but you can. So for all the massive perfectionists out there, don't worry. That's easy enough to sort. So, although this ship's had so many redesigns, it would probably never get out of bloody space dock. Right, we want to copy that one. Then we want to delete, delete, delete. Why they changed it? I mean, it really does get me how come they can change the skins on stuff without thinking, you know, about consequences of making a mess of stuff. But right, is that the one with the window? Yes, it is. So we're going to make this one come on. Oh, it doesn't want, it really does not want to sit in the right place there, does it? Hang on a second. Right, so that one's in. And then, come on. Why does that one not? I'll just have to stick it in for now, but that's weird that that's not wanting to sit. Now, I obviously have some overlap here in the floor, which I am going to have to remove, because that's weird, for whatever reason, but it's weird. Right, lift myself out of the way. We're going to remove those. So hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4. gives us a much better floor layout so we can see what we're doing with the doors. And we can get rid of some of these lights as well for now. I'll be able to close that top in. I might curve that a bit more actually. It's a reasonable height. I could probably put another deck up here, or I could slope that a bit more. I'm not sure. I might leave that bit and then slope it rather than have a perfectly flat roof, because that's, yeah. Just also realised I hadn't saved in a while, so that was that could have been messy. That could definitely have been messy. Right, so we've got all of our power here. We're going to seal that section off. Not sure why I've got a single battery there, but apparently I've got a single battery there, so that would be weird. Take you, pop you. There we go. That gives us that piece. It's not too bad. It's tidying up nicely. We've got the sides redone. I'd really love to know why they messed around with the thing. We can skin that door, make that a bit of an airlock type thing. I think I need to go and pop it. Yeah, I need to go and because if I'm not mistaken, that's what we did on that side. So that's okay. Yeah. And then we've got the corridor pieces we're going to stick in, because that, like that, because we need to just go around engineering. We just need to seal off this piece. Stick a clean door in there, perhaps. Is round. Hang on, clean door. You're a clean door. Right, turn you around. So we've still got dirt. There's the dirt clean section, and then we just need to seal off the mid and the roof. So if we go to that, make sure it's polished. Lift myself out so I can see what I'm doing, because I seem to be stuck in a corner. Lift up. And we've got a roof, so I can copy, rotate, drop. Right. So you come in here. Come in here. We've got clean dirt. I need a light of some sort, and I'll stick something against that wall just to tidy it up a touch. A tidy of a touch. That's still going to bug me about that piece of floor, though. I will have to sort that piece of floor out, so it doesn't cause me issues looking at it. Out of interest, if I stick that wall on top of there, That's going to lean over and go through. That's only about 3 high, isn't it? Right. Yeah, so I could technically have another floor up here, but it would just be a minimal whatever. Probably be some kind of like meeting room for giggles, lots of chairs. Probably put a ladder way in for people to get to it. Right. Now let's go back to wood. And let's see, we want to go 1, 2, 1. That didn't work because it clipped over there. Does that actually meet halfway if it okay, so that's where it meets. That's not too bad. So I just need it to come down by what? Because no, that did not do what I wanted it to do. Right, stick it and do that. No. There we go. Right. No, it's not going to jump around. Let's have a look. So if I stick that there, that is what? Just short of a half over. This is maths. This is welcome to maths class. Okay, so just over halfway. This will be lower. So what's the best way to bring that down? I just thought I should have stood a wall on top of there. Because it would probably work for both sides if I did that. Right, where are you? Garage wall. Replacing a garage wall, probably not the best solution. But never mind. Actually, rather than free place it, I will that's in the wrong place. Because it is going to need to be half, isn't it? Right. So give me a half wall. Don't press that button because that was the wrong button to press. Right, and then we go to a wall. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, let's make that one the garage door. There we go. Oh, this is fun. Right, so I need to bend it down from there, so it needs to go there, so it's the other side you're doing it on. Okie doke. There we go. So we've got our straight lines. We now need to drop it by, let's have a think. we put that there, and we put 1, 2, 3 to there. And let's, just to make sure this doesn't cause a problem, do that and that. And then grab that. What kind of angle do we have? That's actually not bad. That is not bad at all. And then we can have a flat one in the middle, which will probably be double stepped. So we go over here, grab one of them. Now there's the third one. Come on. 1, 2, 3 to there. Take out you two. Copy you. Nope. 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 One of them first. Then it's one of you. Like so. Okie doke. Right, so yes, we'll have to... If we're now flat and we use that one, let's colour one up first. Put that there a second so we know where it is. Right. That's the other thing we need to do is check the height. Because if we... Come on. You can do it. What the crap? That's a good colour for that. Right, so it needs to be a gnat's testicle higher. So... full one up, step it down. It's close. It is close, but it's not quite ready. Right, let's lift up to there. Now, what's the best way to... Right, Right, take that one, put you there. Now I want the triangle, because I'm not sure that's quite going to work, is it? It's not going to be quite enough. I'm going to have to double it. Yeah, I need to double step. So, if I go other direction, actually I could test that. You can see how much it has to move, and that is 2. That is 2, so if I like so, and I then like so, I'll just use wood for a second to get this positioned. It's almost there, isn't it? Almost. It needs to be dropped down, obviously. Right, let's, if I put the wood one in there, then we grab the metal one. It's close. It is close. And then we do that on the other side, and we'll have an interesting roof bit for the top room. People will be able to see out, which is good. So, have another quick fly round because we're almost done for today. So we've got modified bay at the back. I've put my ship back in place. We still have to wire up all the nacelles and the lights that are meant to be run on the nacelles. We've got the windows done. Some of the corridor bits have been redone texture-wise. Thank you, Sean, for mucking those up. We've got to work on the corners at the front, and we've calculated the roof-inaceous panel. I might, thinking about it, actually, I might up that a little, because if I up that a little, let's just jump back over, because if we look at the bottom of that one, which is roughly where that would come to, yeah, you see that's close. So I think what I'll do is, if I take that and take that to there, then take away that, take away that, take away that, like so. Pop you in there, pop you in there, yeah. So that means that would actually go there. And that would go there. And that is a much better seam. Obviously we'd have this little bit here and this would overlap here, but that's what we're going to do. We'll do that. We'll change that at that point. Makes much more sense doing that. So I'm going to end it there for today. Thanks everyone for dropping by and seeing a crazy person trying to build stuff and use maths. Welcome to the moon. Yes, the moon. And like I say, I will give out the coordinates of this. Obviously it'll take me a long time to get this far, but it'll take me a while to plug. But there's a lot of builds around here. Most have already been toured, thanks to Rod doing, well, having a big community that have built some astounding things. But until then, that is going to be it for now. So, I will catch you all later. Have fun, and bye-bye for now.